Hello. This may look familiar to you. I'm saying that because if you remember looking at my LEGO tutorials, you will know that this is the area I've been using for my LEGO tutorials. But as it turns out, this is actually the inner table for the arcade cabinet I made back in October. Before I demonstrate it, let me show you the outside cabinet I designed. I picked out all the best artwork from most of the games that this system has. And yes, as you can tell from some stickers down here, games such as Ristar, which means this system has some Mega Drive/Genesis games included. And I've named the machine the Retro Planet. All this on top, it's just a bit of a hollow box. It contains nothing inside, but it makes a great decoration for the machine. Now, just like all arcade cabinets, they have lights on the top here to tell that they're on. So let's turn it on. And here we go, we got the lights on. And of course, we've got inner speakers here, so that way when you're playing games, you can adjust it to the volume that you feel comfortable with. And of course, I included some instructions here about controls for Mega Drive games and controls for arcade games themselves, along with some more artwork. Some more stickers here, and this plastic sachet is actually where I keep some in-game hints that I will change every day. That above it is the QR code to access the official page on Facebook, but that's for locals only, so I won't show it on camera. And under here we have the main controller itself. It's one of those plug-and-play controllers that you get off eBay. But my dad actually gave me the idea so he could cut out a hole and it would fit in here nice and easy. And down here we've got the power supply. We've got the charging cable here for micro USB cables. Some USB cables here that power the lights, the monitor, and the system itself. But enough of a demonstration, let's get this started up. First, just need to turn on the monitor. That's the monitor on. Now let's turn on the speakers. There's the light so you can tell it's on. So now let's turn on the arcade system. It has a switch on the back, so I'll switch it on here. It's kind of awkward to reach on camera. That's the system on. Now look at the monitor. This device that uses the operating system Pandora PSA 9D 1280 by 720p high definition. And we've got lots of games to pick from. Obviously, the stars are the games that I think are my most favourite, or ones that I think my friends should play. And of course, we've got all the titles here. Most of these are just pretty much clones or duplicates with different features, but that's all we have. Just in case you're not aware, this is a 27001. As you can tell, that I've named the machine the Retro Planet. Now, I know the device said there were 2,700 games. Well, I've actually taken 7 off. 6 of them are those Mortal Kombat games that I find a bit menacing. And there was a Christmas game that I've taken off, but I will bring back on the system when Christmas comes back later on this year. So let's start up a game like this, for example. Only downside is that when you start up games, it automatically adds 1 credit, which means some games don't go to attraction mode immediately. This one does, so let's start it up. Before you start asking, all games on this system are 100% official. They are no bootlegs, and they're not rip-offs. They have all appeared in arcade machines in the past. Although some of these games have a few changes from the original, but not by much. Now, it's going to be kind of awkward playing this while holding the camera, so I'm going to set up a stand in a bit. But first, I'm going to just show a few more games this system has that I like. Some of my other favourites are Wild West Cowboys, Bonanza Brothers, Road Fighter, Fantasy Zone. There are some titles here that even you recognise. I remembered watching someone do a long play of this, and I remembered seeing someone do a long play of this, and they were right what they said. It looks just like Cars from Game Boy Advance. Please excuse me with a sec while I set up a stand. I will try and get back on as quickly as I can, so just hang on a minute. Here we go. Yeah, if you don't select an arcade machine, the machine automatically scrolls down one machine after a few seconds. So there we go, that should do it. So let's play a bit of Neo Drift Out New Technology. Keep in mind, I'm not exactly a pro at these arcade games, I play just for fun. Don't expect me to complete this, it's just a demonstration.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Right. Wow! Finish!
Obviously, that was the practice stage.
Stage 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Watch out!
Once I get a game over, I'm going to change to a different game.
3, 2, 1, go! Right. Wow. Right. Ahead. Watch out. Ahead. Oh no! Careful ahead. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Careful. Wow. Finish. Stage 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Right. Watch out. Oh, careful. Right. Finish.
I think that's enough for now. Let's try a different one. Let's try one of my old favourites. I played the Amiga version, but this is the closest I could get. This is the Mega Drive version of Lotus 3 The Ultimate Challenge. Or as it says in the name of the game, Lotus 2 Rex. I'll just have one more race on this, then I'll switch into an arcade title I'm sure most of you will recognise. One of the things I like about this version is, if you press the C button, you can search for a specific title. Here's some that I bet most of you know. Now because this console only has one player, if you select the version with all 4 players, you will always play as Marge Simpson all the time. So I'm selecting this one, which allows me to pick any character. So let's go for that one. I'll go for my favourite, which is
Homer. I'm back here with my cake.
Blow up your balloon and go after Maggie. Ready? Go!
Alright, let's see what else we got. Yep, this has even got Micro Machines on as well. The only flaw compared to the original version is that the music plays way too fast. The gameplay plays normal, it's just the music plays too fast, and you're going to see for yourself. Well, that's embarrassing. Fell through the ruler. That's embarrassing. But believe me when I say this game is not as easy as it looks. I'm not really good at these top platform racing games. But like I said, this is just a demonstration video to show you what this machine has. I'm sure those of you who have played Horizon Chase Turbo will know this game. Who can forget this arcade classic? I'm sure most of you recognise this game as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Unfortunately, this system doesn't have it. It's got Pyro Pyro, however, or Pyro Pyro. And yes, this is the English dub version. I'm not really good at this type of Tetris game. I prefer the original. Still puzzles me to have it made the main character sound like a boy. I'll give this a try. I'll give this a try before I play one of my classics, but I can't guarantee I'll do very well.
Okay.
Hey!
Moron.
I'll play a couple of my favourite classics just before I wrap it up. Like I said, sorry for no Mortal Kombat. I don't really do those violent games. It even surprises me how some arcade games, even though they're not associated, they have funny names. Like of this one, Elf is Crazy is Pac-Mania. I must apologise for the screen recording of the Simpsons game earlier. I was button mashing on the same shelf this stack is on. I'll be sure to fix that when I do another live stream like this later. Almost ran into him. I can remember on the Amiga version when the purple ghost was always faster than you on this. I also remember seeing that Blinky tends to get a bit more aggressive. You can tell because the moves on because when you see his eyes getting angry, that means he's serious. Not sure most of you know this, but this is actually the original mace from Pac-Man, in case you didn't already know. Oh, just at the last second. That's the green pellet, makes you go faster. I think as far as the history goes, I believe the name of the green ghost is Kinky. Oof, they nearly got me. I think this is the round where Blinky starts to get a bit more aggressive. How is an apple a special item? That makes no sense. I just noticed there's also a few more ghosts added to this level. Don't think you could just jinx me like that, Sue. Oh. Of course that had to happen. I'll play 2 more games just before wrapping it up. This is the one Starfighter. Before I start asking, this is Galaxian, but it's just on this version, all the colours of all the enemies have swapped around. I can't tell how annoying that gets when you can't get the last enemy. I'll play one more game before ending this live stream. What better way to end it than to celebrate Pac-Man's 40th birthday in 3 months? And the best way to celebrate? Play the original Pac-Man game. Now, before I start, I just want to show you something real quick. I own this 1x4 replica. So, of course, I've played a lot on this, so I know exactly how the whole thing plays. Right. As soon as I get a game over on Pac-Man, that's it, the stream is over. So let's make this count. Sometimes Inky does jinx me there. The highest score I've ever got on this is 55,000. Oh! Ooh, Inky almost got me there. Oh, they're in scatter formation. They're in their scatter formation, and now they're in their chase formation. It's not over yet. I still have an extra life. And yes, I have memorised the ghost patterns. And as promised, that's the end of the stream. There we go. I hope you enjoyed watching it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed watching the live stream of my Retro Planet in action. If I'm going to be honest with you, this video turned out to be a success, so I'm going to think about doing the Lemmings Arcade Prototype long play another day. I will post on my YouTube community when I'm doing it, and I might even join in a live stream later on and let some people know there. That's the end of the live stream, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.